Namaste, hello and welcome to our new video. In today's video, I'll talk only about proof of your residential registration or proof of your residential address.
So study with Anemone came to our portal and she come to me who applied for Erasmus Mundus program called NOAA.
And she applied before she joined our platform. And then one day she shared me her the email that she received, and it was because she applied it earlier before she joined us. So I was not aware of what documents she submitted for a particular program, and so she shared me the email that I'm showing you here, and it says that scholarship ineligibility. And I checked the email, and she has everything, all the documents provided, those required documents provided, and they were correct. But for the residence or residence proof of address, let's say residential registration form, she uploaded citizenship certificate which they marked as a no. So that particular document failed her, making the ineligible for the scholarship. So if you see all other documents, she has a very strong profile. For example, she has a IELTS of 7.5 overall, that is really good, and she has all other documents as well, like transcript and everything on the marked. Yes, it is received. Only not received was the it was received. She uploaded the citizenship, which is not the residential registration form. And the bad part about this incident is that in their website, I checked their website whether they have just mentioned about the proof of your residence, simply like is in my programs, like they have simply mentioned the one sentence, like what the document is, and there is no information about how the document looks like and what they accept in the form of that document. So it was not clear back then for me as well. So I reached out to the alumni and others, and then I searched for what could be a good proof of your residential registration. And then I went to the university saying about my requirement, and then they gave me a document, and it worked fine. But for this particular program, they have a long explanation of what they will accept as a proof of residence and what they will not accept as a proof of residence. And this is where you as an applicant should be very attentive and should be very careful about. So I was at a point angry with her because this is all the information mentioned there, and in bold they have mentioned that the proof of your residence is not national IDs, passports and utility bills are not acceptable proof of residence, and for the citizenship they marked is a national ID, so it's not is a residence registration form. So that's how they rejected her, and she cannot appeal again because they have clearly mentioned that if rejection is because of some issue in your documents that you uploaded, you cannot correct your documents now. If it is something wrong on our evaluation side, you can appeal us, but if it is something that you have to upload your document again, it's not accepted. And that's how she ended up being rejected for this year for this program. And this is very critical because I'll tell you why. So let me show you my current residential registration form first. So this is my change Sanjimod residence. That means I have stayed in a different address, and then I moved to another different address on a different commune. So this is what they gave me, one document stating that I have changed my address from the last one. So if some my institution or some organization communicates through me only through the previous address, they can now accept my new address is the valid address. And this is my actual residential registration form. The name could be different, but the main idea is that it should mention your birth date, it should mention your current address where they can send you the letters, so that those letters should arrive you. And this is my current residential registration form. So these are the things. But in Nepal, we don't have something like this. It was the similar case in France as well, or other countries. In Europe, address is very tightly connected to an entity, whether it is a natural entity like the human being, or it's an entity like a company or something. So they care about address very much, because I cannot move to another place without having my address on it. For example, if you came tomorrow to visit me and then you said like, Shiva, I want to stay with you in your place or something, I cannot let you stay in my place as well, because you need a residential registration or address. This is very convenient for sending and receiving letters and those, but in Nepal, like it's not that case. For example, if you are in Nepal and you want to visit me, you will go to my village, because I will give you address of my village. There is nothing like a house number or a street name or something in Nepal. So I will give you my village. So you will go to my village, and then I will say, oh yeah, whoever you meet, ask them that where can I find the Gyawali Kaila's youngest son or something like that. Or in Nepali, I would say kailaba ko kancho choro ko ghar kahan ho, and that's how you will come up to me. Or I will say, I will give you the address which cannot be written. For example, I will say, oh yeah, that's temple, and then you will go to the, let's say 50 meters from that temple, and then take the right, and then the fourth house from that right turn you take is my house. And that's how address works in Nepal, or in other Asian countries, or I don't know how it works in your country. But the thing is that you must comply with the proof of your residence and how they work here. They will not understand if you say, I don't have any address in Nepal. That's not a valid sentence, because I must have some address. Only the thing is that I don't have any way or means to prove my address, and that's where the validity or the importance of residential registration forms comes in. And the method how you can get the residential registration form, I would advise three major ways you can get it. One best method is contact your university or the college where you studied. I don't think you should be currently enrolling student. You can ask, for example, your previous university for verifying your address, but it should be from 1 year or less. It is even mentioned in this program as well. You should ask them earlier. And also, second, you can go to your working company if you are employed, and if you are working on a company, your company can act as an entity who is claiming that your address is a valid address. So they are not trusting you, but they are trusting the company on saying that this is your valid address. So that's how the things work. And the third, and I would suggest least, is the government bodies. I mean government offices like the Oda Karyalay or something, and they can give you documents saying like this is your date of birth, this is your permanent address, this is your current address, or something like that. And why they don't accept national IDs or passport or your citizenship is a residential registration is because the address can be changed. Residential registration forms are very changing in nature. For example, I moved from one place to another place in 6 months or 5 months or 8 months, then I will have a different residential registration form. So I must provide my recent and most accurate residential registration forms. Second reason for me not recommending the government body, I am not sure if they can provide you in other languages as well, but they mostly work in the official language of the country. For example, in Nepal, they mostly work with the Nepali language, so you again have to translate it and write it and something like that. So I would suggest going with the university or the company, or at least if you don't have any other options, then you can go to the government body and ask if they can provide you in English and Nepali both language, or something like that. So that's how you should be careful about the residential registration form, which is very important. You should not neglect any information available on the program's website about any document. I will say please read through every word and read it multiple times. You may think that I understood this, but you may have understood it on the perspective of your experience, on the perspective of your ideas. But the words that they have written might be on their perspective. The understanding conflict can happen. For example, they can understand the address is a different phenomenon, and you can understand address is a different phenomenon, like not a very accurate address or something. So please go through the same thing, same website again and again. Read through the documents, read through the requirements, read through every sentences, and if you don't know about what this idea should be or what this document looks like or something, then you can do 2-3 things. Like one is reaching out to your alumni, for example, who have already applied and got selected for the program, and another is reach out to someone who can help you on understanding those things. Maybe the someone your friend or your relatives who is staying on that country or something like that. And also another point I would mention here is that some programs do offer some template for residential registration form. For example, one student came to me and asking that is my residential registration form valid or something, can you please check? I checked it, and it was nice that the program itself have provided a template, and it has 2 parts. I mean, one is the you who is writing your address or claiming your address, and another is the signing body or some institution who will verifying for you. For example, the signature could be from your company or from your university or from your anybody who can be trusted to validity of your address. Make sure that you read every every information on the website. Make sure that you understood what they meant by those requirements and those documents, and don't neglect any of the requirements. Even if your profile is very strong, if you don't meet very simple requirement, then they are obliged to not to take you. They are obliged to reject you. It doesn't matter how strong you are if you don't comply with their requirement, because here they must go through the process. They must go through the binding regulations or binding rules that they have set forth for. So you must comply with those things if you want to truly be selected on the Erasmus Mundus. So I hope this video makes it clear about residential registration forms. If you have any questions about this, you can reach out to me, and if you want me to help you review your documents before you click submit button, then I can purpose you offer on student portal. I have student.kailaba.com, so you can check it out. You can register, and then you can enroll to any open programs as well as any closed programs as well. So I hope to see you there, and thank you so much. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel so that I can create other more videos as well. Bye bye. Ciao ciao.